The number of people living on the streets of La Crosse continues to grow. Some people choose to live on the streets, while others may be addicts who are not allowed to take shelter at the Salvation Army.
News 8's Lisa Klein continues to investigate the homeless issue in La Crosse. Tonight, she's here to tell us about a major shift in how the Salvation Army of La Crosse will be working with the homeless.
Mike and Martha, a little more than a week ago, I did an investigative story called Housing the Homeless. The story showed pictures of people sleeping on the streets of La Crosse in the middle of the night. Some of those people were right outside of the Salvation Army. The organization has new leadership, and they contacted me, wanting to address the images shown to the public. They are announcing a big shift in their emergency shelter policy in response to our report. These pictures of people sleeping on the streets of La Crosse are alarming for many people.
We have a very significant and growing challenge to provide housing for folks.
This video was taken in July during Coulee Cap's biannual count of the number of people who appear to be homeless and living outside of a shelter.
Shows that we have a real problem with people not getting what they need in our communities.
But these images in particular were difficult for the Salvation Army to see.
It broke my heart to see on screen people sleeping on the ground outside of our building. It frustrates me because we can't open our doors in a new way to allow them to come in. It's very difficult to see.
The Salvation Army is an international organization. Historically, they do not allow people who are under the influence of drugs or alcohol to sleep at their emergency shelter.
We've been using a breathalyzer test to qualify someone for the shelter, and they have to below zero, be completely free to be admitted to the shelter, which creates a lot of the problem.
But that is about to change for the Salvation Army of La Crosse.
So we're reviewing a system called harm reduction model. We want to be able to take people in who are intoxicated or under the influence of all sorts of things, and then collaborate with additional agencies, hospitals, to better meet their needs.
So the organization started by partnering with the La Crosse Fire Department to tour what is known as Tent City, located in La Crosse, to get a better understanding of how the unsheltered are living.
We're an old organization, so in many ways we've become institutionalized. And we need to be shocked a little bit to drive a change. So that's what I'm hoping to do.
Armed with outreach cards and some food to give to the homeless, the entire staff of the Salvation Army got to see firsthand how people are surviving on our streets.
So this is actively being used by obviously a female.
And it was eye-opening.
I think it's time. It's a wake-up call to the Salvation Army to change some of our approaches, some of the ways that we look at things, and help them survive in a better way.
Hello.
The harm reduction model could be the change needed to help get some of these people off the streets and into a warm bed.
It really is a matter of getting people to come on board with it and embracing it, and just education, and I think we can roll it out possibly after the first of the year.
The new majors at the Salvation Army of La Crosse have been at that location since the end of June.
And are there any other Salvation Army locations in the state of Wisconsin that allow people under the influence of drugs or alcohol to stay at their shelter?
Yeah, the harm reduction model is in practice in the Madison Salvation Army. So our La Crosse Salvation Army is hoping to kind of pick the brains of the Madison shelter to find out what works and what doesn't work. And while keeping in mind, of course, that safety is a big factor in making this work and be effective.
All right, thanks a lot, Lisa.